And we'll start it up. All right, what do you got
All right.
for us, Lee? What are we starting
Are
with?
we
Yeah,
going?
we're going. It's alive.
Oh shit. All right.
Yeah, no.
Welcome to episode 5. Today we have the top 30 shooting guards in the NBA.
No new events, no new news. Peyton Watson signed.
Yeah, Peyton not just signed, Peyton Watson traded.
I
Peyton Watson
know.
traded for Max Strus, first round pick, and uh Dennis Schroeder, which
Which is
is insane
nuts.
because the Hornets could have easily got him, but it's all right.
Dude, I'm
Uh
upset that the Nuggets didn't re-sign him.
yeah, but yeah, it's crazy to me. We got that trade. We have DeMar DeRozan going to the Nuggets.
I want him to retire. I want
Yeah, he
DeMar
needs
DeRozan. He
to
needs to
retire
stop.
yesterday.
Just
But
crazy
other than
because
that, I don't think I have any other
yeah,
news.
who's he supposed to? He's supposed to pass up Shaq, isn't he? It's him and Curry that are racing to pass someone. Hold on.
I have no idea, honestly.
All
Sorry.
time
I was very off guard. I
scores.
normally have news ready, and I didn't have
I
news.
know, dude. You're off your game.
I am off my game.
Ah, crap.
All right.
Okay, so I'll be honest. When I was trying to like figure this week's stuff out, I was
Mhm.
struggling because
I also struggled because I forgot. I was like going through. I was like, who are the shooting guards that I accidentally put on the point guard
mhm,
list? So I can't like include them.
right.
But like I have a very interesting list. But back to news. More news that I forgot about. Klay Thompson
Oh
getting
yeah, I
waived by
forgot
the
he.
Mavericks and signed to the Heat.
I know that. Honestly, I like that for the Heat a lot. I'm a lot higher on them now,
Mhm.
and by a lot higher, I mean like the 7 seed instead of the 9 seed. Actually, where did I have them? The 10. Hold on, I could
Yeah,
check.
you definitely had them at 10.
Yeah, I had them at 10. You know what? Like eight or 7. I feel like with Clay, they get a solid playmaker in there. It
Mhm.
could be better. But
But so not much happened except for
mm,
Peyton Watson, which I'm really upset because for what the Cavs gave up, the Hornets could have easily got him.
oh yeah.
Literally anybody in the league could have. But yeah, that's news. We're going to be ranking the top 30 shooting guards this week. We did point guards last week. We had a lot of arguments, maybe some more today. We'll never know.
Oh, definitely.
Ben, if you would like to start us off with your
Okay.
30 through 26.
I'll get us going. 30 Quentin Grimes, 29 Jordan Clarkson, 28 Trey Johnson, 27 Malik Monk, and 26 Christian Braun.
Okay. Trey Johnson, Jordan Clarkson, and who'd you say before Christian Braun?
Malik Monk?
Malik Monk. Those three did not make my list.
No Monk?
Uh, I thought he was a point guard, but he would probably still be in the same spot that you had him if he made my list. I viewed him as a point guard. Everything when I was because I couldn't find basketball reference shooting guards for next season, so I was just using multiple sources,
Mm,
and nothing I saw had him down as a shooting guard.
gotcha. Okay.
But
I know he
I
was
don't have
playing.
like much anything like again this week. My 20 through 30, it's going to be very interchangeable, but
Hmm.
like they just had to make the list.
Of course.
So
I don't know. I don't. I think Malik. I want to put Malik Monk higher. Is the thing because he's maybe it's because I'm a Kings fan, but
probably
probably. But he's so
a
good.
couple of years, like his first second year as a king, I'd have him higher, but
Like he was. Well, he got drafted the same year. I think the same year De'Aaron Fox did to the Lakers. Yeah.
no, we drafted him.
You drafted Malik Monk? I know he played for the
Mhm.
Lakers for a couple of years.
Yeah, and then he came to y'all.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so I don't know. I know he had a down year. Frankly, I would put him in my top 20 normally, but like just a
I
rough
guess you could
year.
make an argument, but like there's some players on here who I just I will say through on, so can't be too harsh when we do these first 10 at least.
Right.
All right, you want my 30 to
Yeah,
26?
go for it.
All right, my 30 through 26 are Landry Shamet, Max Struess, Quentin Grimes, Isaiah Joe, and Cedric Coward. I had
Okay,
Landry Shamet on this list purely based off of the role he had in the playoffs and the finals.
that's
A
fair.
great three ball guy, very reliable in the finals.
No, that's
Very
fair.
reliably putting up like 13-point games, which as a bench player like Landry Shamet, that has so much impact beyond like an average like NBA fans knowing.
Right.
And then same thing at Quentin Grimes in the spot. I feel like yes, he had a great year this year. He's going to have a down year, especially with the new team. Um, and then Isaiah Joe, I just kind of threw on Cedric Coward, same thing. Cedric Coward, a young guy, a lot of upside, was in the rookie of the year, kind of definitely not in like high up because it was Khan and Cooper, but he
Uh,
was in talkings.
I'll admit, I'm way higher on Cedric Coward than you are.
Oh, really?
I'm so high on Cedric. He's gonna be so good. Honestly, I'm just looking forward to this year's Grizzlies. I
I
think.
look forward to looking for Cedric Coward. I just don't know much about the current state of the Grizzlies and how that roster will play out. I do like Cedric Coward a lot.
Okay.
And then Max Strus, he's reliable. He's not a starter by any means, but
No, Max.
he'll get the
He.
job done.
I love him in on the Clippers. I love him on that team. That is gonna be so much fun to watch
Mhm,
with him,
mhm.
Garland, uh, Keaton Vogler, like that whole team or Wagler. Sorry, I is he German?
Is it-
Is Keaton, is he German?
They did a whole like obsession like esque commercial about Keaton Vogler. I think it's Wogler. Vogler?
I'm
And you might have to
looking up
search
the
up how to say this.
pronunciation.
Yeah. Keaton, if you're
Pronunciation.
listening, we're sorry.
Yeah, Keaton Vogler is one of our one of our viewers.
Yeah. He
Dude,
was
this
actually our
guy's younger
first
than me. That's
subscriber.
weird to think about.
Dude, no, you know what's no, Cooper Flag is younger than both of us. I am 2 months older than Cooper Flag.
Yikes.
Do I
Is
look 2 months older than Cooper Flag? I'm 5'11" and I look like this. Cooper Flag's older than me.
oopsie. It's
Yeah, I got really no comments for my 30 to 26. If
okay.
you don't, I can move on to
Yeah,
25 through 21.
go for it.
All right, 25, Grayson Allen. 24, DeAnthony Melton. 23, Duncan Robinson. 22, Christian Braun. And then 21, Alex Caruso.
I don't think I have Caruso on my list. I think I look at him more of like either a small forward or a point guard.
Yeah, that's fair.
But
More often than not, on the sources that I was using, he was listed as a shooting guard.
you
So
are
I kind of kept him on.
you are really high on Christian Braun. Like you put him at 22, and that's so high.
I mean,
Like, do you not see the year he just had? And he's making 20. He's the reason the Nuggets didn't get Peyton Watson, his signing, and he was so bad they couldn't dump him to
yes,
anyone.
I will agree he's very overpaid. I don't have an argument for it, really. I mean, I could have him way lower. Again, this 20 through 30 spots are very interchangeable. Uh, Um, yeah, I mean, he's just in my top 30 for sure. I just kind of
Okay.
threw his name down, writing in pen, can't erase it.
Why
I
you
was
gotta go
just
digital,
making
dude?
sure I had names. Yeah, it's more like aesthetically pleasing for me. I just have like past episodes, you know.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
Yeah, that was my 25 through 21. I don't really have any notes. Grayson Allen, excited for him. Great three ball guy.
Oh yeah, him on
Um,
the Hornets is
the
gonna be
Anthony
fun.
Melton, just very meh guy, but definitely in my top 30. Duncan Robinson, very good three ball guy. But that's really all he does. but his
Okay.
three ball is good enough to put him in the top 30. And then Christian Braun, we just went over Alex Caruso. I feel like even though he is definitely past his very short prime, I still feel like he makes my list.
Hmm. Wait, who were we talking? Duncan Robinson?
But
You're talking about Duncan Robinson?
Alex Caruso,
Oh, Caruso. Frankly, if I remembered Caruso exist, he'd be in my top 15. If I,
15.
dude, he's so good on defense. He is
Yes,
so
he's a
good on
very great
defense.
defensive player, but if it was 3 years ago, like when he was on the Lakers, coming off the Lakers, going to the Bulls, then yes, I would have him top 15, but not right now.
Oh, I absolutely would. He gives you a smooth 12 a night, a smooth 10 to 12 points, can lock up the
Yeah, but
best guard on the other team.
yeah, but all 20 guys I have above him can do the same thing and more.
I'm concerned at who you have.
Maybe a couple don't.
Okay,
Um,
real quick.
a good okay, I'd say at least 10 of my 20 or 15 of my 20 do.
Okay. So at 25, Tim Hardaway Jr., 24, Colin Sexton,
Completely forgot about him.
23,
Okay.
Zach LaVine, 22, Shaden Sharp, and 21, Grayson Allen.
Okay, a couple of those guys I in my head are small forwards, and then Colin Sexton I had on my list last week because he's
Yeah,
going to be our point guard, but or at least come off the bench. Or
right.
no, who am I even thinking of? He is on the Lakers. But,
Colin Sexton, yeah,
I had him on my list last week. I don't want to put him as a shooting guard this week.
right.
But like Zach LaVine in my head's a small forward.
He bounces around.
And then who else did you say?
Tim Hardaway Jr., Colin Sexton, Zach LaVine, Sharp, Shaden Sharp,
Shaden
Grayson Allen.
Sharp. Shaden Sharp to me is more small forward than he is shooting guard because he's more
Really?
slasher-esque. And I don't know,
No, he gives a
just in
smooth.
my head, he's a small forward.
He gives a nice 20 a night, but I don't know.
Yeah, but he also just tore his meniscus and he will
I
be out
saw
for
that,
several months.
dude. I'm
Yeah,
bummed. I mean, that opens up the guard rotation.
it does, but it also sucks because every time we ran 2K Sims, he was like the best player of all time.
Dude, I know.
And that not translating into real life sucks.
Hmm. Because he would end up at 99 overall on my
Mhm.
on my expansion team. He'd carry us to the finals.
Yeah.
But
But,
yeah,
I
but
have no notes so far. I'm sure we'll get more into it
okay,
within like the top 15 players.
okay. So we're moving quick. For 20 through 16, I have Kaysen Wallace, Sam Merrill, Cedric Coward, Duncan Robinson, Ayo Dosunmu.
Say that one more time. I was like staring at something and then I like heard Io DeSumo. I'm like, that's not the first guy he said.
All right. So 20 Kaysen Wallace, 19 Sam Merrill, 18 Cedric Coward, 17 Duncan Robinson, 16 Ayo Dosunmu.
You're a lot higher on Duncan Robinson. I'm a lot higher on Case and Wallace. Io, I again last week had him on my point guard list. Wouldn't make sense to put him on my shooting guard
Mhm.
list.
I think Kaysen Wallace could be the next Alex Caruso of the league, maybe better offensively. But right now, I just think he's had too small of a role the last few years to like be
Yeah, but even with that small of a role, he has still produced like way more than like someone with that amount of role should. Or like could. I feel like especially on such a star-studded team as the Oklahoma City Thunder, he has produced well over his expectations. So I'm a lot higher on Casey Wallace.
eh, I think he can. It's just he's being really overshadowed by, you know, J Dub, Shea,
Mhm,
Chet, Isaiah Hartenstein,
mhm.
Alex Caruso. That team has so much depth. This is insane to think about that they have like 8 solid players on their team that you can't have any
Mhm.
complaints about. and
Mhm.
they just got a Day Mara, so they got even bigger. It's just
Oh
Case
yeah,
and Wallace right now. I think as long as he's on the Thunder, as if ugh, if they don't trade away their top three players,
yeah.
he's just going to be so limited. I think this is not the ceiling of his abilities, but right now I think just the 19 other players I have just have bigger roles and do exactly what they need with those roles.
And that's fair. Speaking of the Thunder, I'm just also glad that I've yet because I there was a guy I purposely kept off my list, and I'm glad to not hear his name, and I should not hear his name, and that would be Lou Dort.
Oh
I pray
yeah,
on
Lou
I
Dort.
pray on everything that okay, so that means he's not on your list. I
I
am
kept
very
him as
proud
a
of you,
small
Ben.
forward. I kept him as a small forward.
Oh,
I think
I
because that's
kept
what he
him as a
was.
shooting guard, and I kicked his ass off the list. Well, he never made the list,
He's
but
like the yeah, he's a small forward in basketball on Basketball Reference, but
yeah.
I don't.
Well,
He's just
then we'll tear into his ass next week. Pause. All right, you want my 20 through 16?
yeah. On that note,
All right. 20, I have Marcus Smart. 19, I have Devin Vassell. 18, I have Dante DiVincenzo. 16 or 17, I have Jalen Green, and then 16, Clay Thompson.
I thought about Clay Thompson. I'll be honest. I thought about him. I think I left him off.
Mhm.
I did leave him off my list, unfortunately.
And I'd say that's fair with like how old he's getting. He's way out of his, I would say way out of his prime, but he's definitely out of his prime. He's
Oh,
not the
he's
guy
way
he
out of his
was
prime.
with the Warriors, but he is still great scorer,
Hmm.
obviously, and I feel I feel like his role with the Heat next year, even if it's just coming off the bench, will be so much to that team.
Oh yeah.
It's going to mean so much. So just impact alone, have him at 17. Dante DiVincenzo, it's going to. I wanted to put him lower because he's coming off of a whole season injury, pretty much. So there's not really any. Don't have like a gauge of
Mm,
how good he'll play, especially with LaMelo Ball being there and
right.
his opportunity being limited now. Um, at least LaMelo passes the ball, and Julius Randle, he won't have to play with him anymore and his ball hogging ass. Then Jalen Green, ever since I really like Jalen Green on the Suns. He
Dude,
has
he's so good on the
shown
Suns.
he's shown me improvement. Last year was a great leap, and I hope he can continue it. And um, if he can build the pieces around him and Book, because what they got right now is not going to cut it.
No, they just need a point guard. They need to
Mhm.
stop making Booker try to play the point guard because he's not. He's a shooting guard. He's supposed to get
Yeah.
out there and get buckets, and they're trying to force him to pass the ball, and it
Mhm.
frustrates me so much. Why are
And
you
Devin
making?
Vassell,
Why are
I
you
had
making the
him
poor
low
man?
because Devin Vassell is like a fourth, fifth option on an amazing team, so his role is already limited, so we don't get to see much from him.
Mm,
And then Marcus Smart, just purely based off of his impact in the playoff series against the Rockets. I remember watching those games and him popping off, saving the series for the Lakers. So that was
yeah,
why I have him here.
I left Smart off my list.
And that's completely fair.
Okay,
I will not be mad at that.
jeez, I'm not getting you with anything this weekly. Nothing's pissed you off yet.
Yeah, no, nothing yet. So, am I next or are you next?
You're next.
All right. My 15 through 11. 15, Andrew Nemhard. 14, Dyson Daniels. 13, Norman Powell. 12, Tyler Hero. And then 11, Cason Wallace.
I left Hero off my list.
Like on purpose.
Yeah,
And even though he switched teams, he is still definitely a top 30 shooting guard.
he's just
You're giving
ugh.
me you're giving
He's
me
just
flashbacks of Jamal Murray.
Jamal Murray sucks. He's so bad. Can't perform in the
So
playoffs.
you're telling me you would rather have fucking Quentin Grimes over Tyler Herro?
Yes.
Give me your 20. Give me who are your 29 and 28?
29 and 28. Jordan Clarkson and Trey Johnson.
Ben, you'd rather have an old Jordan Clarkson, way past his prime, bench player Jordan Clarkson
Yeah.
over Tyler Herro.
Same reasons why I would take uh Jose Alvarado over Jamal Murray.
And that's still the most stupid take I've ever heard in my entire life.
Dude,
But
they have
not
roles.
Tyler
They are
Herro not
given
even being
they
in your
have
like
roles that they've been given and they do those roles perfectly. They do them exactly how they're asked to do it. And Tyler Hero, while he shouldn't have been, actually he was supposed to be the number 2 option and he can't. He can't. Ever since Jimmy Butler left, he can't perform and be the number 2 option. He hasn't. Same issue. He falls asleep in the playoffs. Or sorry, play in because they never make it that far.
decent game against us.
Do we need to talk about
And even now going to the he has the whole Bucks team to himself. Who do they have? They don't have anybody. They have a young team.
and
He's
Braden
probably they're
Ferries?
going to be their oldest starter. But he I think Tyler Hero, even though the Bucks will be the worst team in basketball, Tyler Hero will be a have a great year with the Bucks.
He's gonna have a great year with the Bucks. He's gonna go on his Cam
Just not
Thomas.
top 30 shooting guard great.
No, because he's gonna be farming. He's gonna be farming on a weak team.
It's not farming,
He
Ben.
dude, and
Lost
he's also just dude. Okay, all right. Listen. He's also just a frustrating player. Like not even from an
he is a
intriguing stand,
frustrating player.
because he's just immediately gets traded to the Bucks after spending years in trade talks. And then his
Mhm.
first thing is to go rag on his teammate Bam Adebayo, who is significantly better than him.
Yeah, I mean, yes, he is a liability off the court, but on the court, he is definitely a top 30 shooting guard. Not top 30 player, Ben, a top 30 shooting guard.
I know. I'll be honest. When I make my lists, I'm looking at it from a would I want this player on my team and would they fill the role that they are supposed to do. That is how I look at my lists. I don't think Tyler Hero will do that. I don't think he'll be able to do either of those things. Besides, I could tell him to go score and he'll go score, except when Alex Caruso's on
You know what? Fair enough. You are entitled to a wrong opinion. But yeah, you're lucky I'm sitting in bed with my toes under the covers because it's cold in here, or else I'd be running off the screen. But all right, Ben, what is your? Did you have any other notes for mine?
him. Notes. Who
You
else
need me to
was in your?
repeat or?
Yeah, give me run it back.
Okay, 15 Nemhard, 14 Dyson Daniels, 13 Norman Powell, 12 Tyler Hero, 11 Cason Wallace.
No, I mean you're really high on Case Wallace, but I respect it. I mean he's
I know.
great.
I just want to see him have. I just want to see him have a bigger role. He is. There's so much potential there, and
Oh yeah.
I can't say it's being wasted because it's not like he's on a bad team and he's just not getting putting in or not getting put in. There's so much potential there. So where if he were to get traded to like one of the lesser like great teams in the NBA, he would perform perfectly.
Oh yeah, he'd be great on another. He'd be great no matter what position he's put in, and he's in a great position now. Like I can
Mhm.
respect you putting him at 11. It's just a little high for my likings. Like I would say he could sit at the bottom of that tier, like 15. But who
Mhm.
I have that 15 through 11, I think I'd rather have over Case Wallace.
All right, then let's hear your 15 through 11.
So 15 Jalen Green, 14 Anthony Simons, 13 RJ Barrett, 12 Desmond Bain, 11 Trey Murphy.
RJ Barrett's a small forward.
Is he? I swear on Basketball Reference he was a shooting guard.
I am pretty sure he's a small forward.
It is. That's my fault.
then Anfrey Simons,
Yes, I think Aaron Simons is great. I think he's exactly what that Celtics team needed, and they didn't have him.
Anfrey Simons is a top 15 shooting guard.
Yeah,
The- What? What the fuck?
Anthony Simons is really good. He is great. He is probably one of the best six man players in the league.
And you must, Ben, you're smoking crack. I cannot
What do you
agree with
mean?
you. I cannot agree with you on that for a second. Like, not even a little bit.
You didn't. Yeah, I haven't even heard you say Anthony Simons' name. You didn't even put him on your list.
'Cause he's not on this list for a reason. I'd rather have Landry Shamet over Anthony Simons.
That's wild. Anthony Simons is so much better than Landry Shamet.
No,
Yeah,
no, no,
yes.
no, no.
What do you
He
mean
doesn't
no?
produce, and what happens to him? He just gets left off in free agency and signs a bottom deal contract with a different team. He had so much hope and potential in Portland, and what did he do? He shat the bed, so he got shipped off to the Celtics. Got put on
Shat
the
the. Hold
Celtics, had a
on. What do you
limited role.
mean?
What did he do with that limited role? Did nothing.
What What do you mean?
Did he get
Did not?
traded?
He got traded. He got traded for Vucevic because they needed a center and they thought he was the one. And then he absolutely
Nikola
felt.
Vucevic?
Yes,
Was he on the Magic?
yes.
Wait,
No, 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 no. On the Celtics, he
he
was
got
for the.
traded from the Celtics to the Magic?
He got traded from the Bulls to the Celtics at the trade deadline for Simons because they needed a center that could space the floor. Well, they wanted a center that could space the floor, and they went for Vucevic. He was their all-in move
For the Celtics.
for the Celtics. Yes,
Okay,
He
well,
played for the
my
Celtics.
timeline my timeline is dick and balls right now, Ben.
Yeah, and he's back on the Magic now because it was on an expiring contract.
Yeah.
But no, and you're telling
I don't
me
know.
that Anthony Simons this year was bad? He played almost 50
He
games for the Celtics. You
he
want to know
wasn't
what he
in my
averaged?
top 30. What did he average, Ben?
He averaged 24 points with how many assists?
That cannot be right.
It's
That
20.
cannot
He
be right.
averaged almost
That
25
cannot be right.
points.
Amfrey Simon, Amfrey Simons.
Yes, on almost
This cannot.
40% three-point shooting.
He came off the bench. He is Ben. Okay.
He well,
Where the fuck does it say 25? He averaged
basketball reference.
14. Amfrey Simons averaged 14, 2, and 2 during the 2025-2026 season.
No.
He was a serviceable bench player. Great bench player. He was a serviceable one.
Where are you seeing these? No way. This can't be right. Oh wait, am I
On
looking at per
ESPN,
36 numbers? I might be looking at his
probably.
per 36.
Yeah, ESPN has him down at 14 points per game, 2 and 2. Hold on. Amfrey Simons,
Oh, I'm
I
looking at
just
his.
have never really been high on him.
Oh, I'm a fool. I'm looking at his minutes played.
What did you think the M standard for or stood for?
I just. I don't know.
I'm just not high on Amfrey Simons in any way. I knew he was available for this list and I left him off.
But why though? It doesn't make
I just
sense.
I would
Anthony's.
genuinely rather have every player on this. If you're doing if I did what you did, if I look at
Nah,
it
you
by
can't use my
who
logic
would
against
I
me. It's against the
want them
rules.
on my team, I would rather have all 30 of these players on my team than Amfrey Simons.
I don't like it
And
when you use my logic.
I am entitled to the great opinion.
No, you're wrong. You're just false. Anthony Simons is great. Better than Jalen Green. Better than Io DeSunmo.
Better, better than Io DeSunmu?
Yes. Right now. That
Right
could.
now, never has been, never will.
What do you mean never has been? Io's been running away on that Bulls team for the last 5 years and hasn't done much while there. He actually started being really good when he got to the Wolves, and I think if he continues that, he'll be better than both Jalen Green and Simons by like
This is not
November.
a matter of will. He already is. He is. This is
He's.
set in stone objectively. He is better than Jalen Green and Anfernee Simons.
I just don't think so.
All right, no, let's go through your 15 through 11 again.
You want to hear it again?
Yeah,
I
one
feel
more
like
time.
I feel like you're just gonna get upset again.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
Ben, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah, at 15, Jalen Green, 14, Anthony Simons, 13, RJ Barrett, 12, Desmond Bain, 11, Trey Murphy III.
I think Trey Murphy is a shooting or a small forward too, because I didn't see him
He's
once.
not. Herb Jones is a small forward.
Then I just didn't even think about Trey Jones or Trey Murphy.
I'll
I
double
am.
check it, but I'm pretty sure he's a shooting
Wait,
guard.
Ben, you have Desmond
Oh,
Bain at 12?
no, I was wrong. He's a small forward. I'm a fool again.
Ben, you have Desmond Bain at 12?
Yep. He had a really off year this year. I think can come back. It's just he had an
Then
off year.
I'm not going to argue now. I'm just going to let you argue when you hear where I have him. So we're going to do that.
You're probably gonna have him at like 5 or something, and I'm gonna kill you.
All right, Ben, what's your 10 through 6?
I just fucking called it too. At 10, I have Norman Powell. 9, I have VJ Edgecombe. 8, I have Nikhil Alexander Walker. 7, I have Stephon Castle. And 6, Mikal Bridges.
Ben Mikhail Bridges is a small
He was a
forward.
shooting guard this year. He was a shooting guard this year. I promise you he was a shooting guard.
He's like 6'8". Why would he be
He
a
was
shooting
he
guard?
was playing shooting guard. I swear he was. I'm not just lying. Because they had Josh Hart playing the 4 and they had Josh Hart playing the 3. They put Mikhail at 2 and they put OG at 4.
Okay, then that's fine. If that is what it is, Mikhail Bridges will be on my list next week. But
I
there's
also
somebody
just looked at
you said Stefan Castle. He's not on my list. He made my list last week.
right
And then you said VJ Edgecombe.
at 9. I think that will
eh,
change by the end of the season, if not sooner.
yeah,
I think he'll be at least 6, but
I'm so curious to hear who your like 5 and 4 are. There's one guy that I think you completely left off your list
maybe.
on accident, because surely to God he's not your 5 or 4. Right?
Let
Wait,
me.
say it
Shit,
one more time.
I think I mixed up a couple of positions. Oh no, okay. Never mind. Okay, so 10 Norman Powell, VJ at 9 VJ, 8 Nikhil Alexander Walker, 7 Stephon Castle, and 6 Mikal Bridges.
Okay, I can't argue because there's a couple of those players who I don't view in my head as a shooting guard. And then one of we're very similar in this area right here,
Yeah,
at
like
least to me.
I think Norman Powell had another great year. He proved that it wasn't a one off from last year where he popped off. He actually like backed it up a second year and was consistent
Hmm.
and in a new team in a new environment.
Hmm.
And I think he's proven to be top 10 shooting guard in the league
Hmm.
above a lot of players, at least for right now. Right now, he's
Yeah.
just. I think that'll change because he's going to be on the Bulls,
Hmm.
and he's just going to be, you know, he's just going to be rotting away on that Bulls team, unless they actually are good. Because I forget they have Caleb Wilson and Modest,
Hmm.
so we'll see. We'll see. It could be interesting.
I agree. So that's going to be like I'll need to see the first 10 games, and that will determine on how much I watch the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah.
Um, you ready for my 11 or
Go for
10
it.
through 6?
Go
Okay,
for it.
10. Here's the player I think you might have missed. CJ McCollum.
I thought he was a point guard. I know he
Everything I
played point
saw
for the
was,
Hawks.
did he?
Yeah, I swear.
Because he wasn't popping up last week and he popped up this week.
I forgot about CJ. I'll be honest.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, and he was a shooting guard for the Wizards, and but then he played point for the Hawks.
Okay. Well, that's fine. But CJ McCollum at 10, and then we both had Edgecombe at 9, and then Dylan Harper at 8, Derek White at 7, Nikhil Alexander Walker at 6.
Okay, Derek White was on my list last week. Same with
Mhm,
Dylan Harper.
mhm. They were both off my list last week, so
Yeah,
I had to include them this week.
I think that's
And I do
fair.
think they're both there. I really like that you had Nikhil Alexander Walker as high as I did because I thought that was going to be one of the players we were going to argue about.
No, I really like Nikhil Alexander
I
Walker.
love Nikhil Alexander Walker, especially and with his role on the Hawks.
I know, just he's just there to put up buckets. Kind of
In
has a.
fact, did you know that he is him and SGA are cousins?
I did know that. I thought that was so cool when I found that
Ah,
out that they're actually like related, which
mhm.
makes sense because they got the Alexander in their name.
Yeah. But if you want to do our, you got any more notes, or you want to just move on?
I like that we both had like pretty much put Dylan Harper on my list or Stephon Castle on your list, and it's like the same. Like that we have
Okay.
them both in this tier because
Hmm.
I think they're both deserving to be in this range. Stephon Castle as well,
Hmm.
and I think he's gonna be. Honestly, I think he has a good shot at jumping up a lot.
Hmm.
We'll just have to wait and see. But other than
Yeah.
that, I'm a little upset that you didn't put Norman Powell as high as I did because you had him at what, 18?
13.
13. Okay. No, okay. I thought you had him at 18. I was about to fight you.
Uh, no, I'm fine with Norman Powell at 13, and then CJ McCollum, another player that I love to watch. I've always loved CJ McCollum, especially when he was on the Trailblazers paired with Carmelo and Dame.
Oh, yeah. That was a.
He had a great year this year, great shooting year. He would just not consistently, but he would have a couple. He threw in a couple 40-point games, 30,
Yeah.
many 30-point games.
Right.
And part of the reason why they were the only team to have beat like the Knicks.
Yeah, but also gotta remember they lost by like what, 50 in game six?
If
Him leading
that
the.
was a promise. All right. So Ben, who's your number five? We'll
Brandon
go one by
Miller.
one because I have Brandon Miller as a small forward
Well,
who
it
can play
says
shooting
small
guard.
forward. He played more shooting guard this year because Khan was on the team.
I respect the fuck out of you for that. Yeah, I have him as a small forward who could play guard, but like him and Khan will both be on next week's episode's list. They will
Yeah,
both be on my shooting guard
yeah.
list
Because I know they ran
for
the
small forward.
Lamelo, Brandon Miller, Khan starting three from like Lamelo point, Miller two guard, shooting guard, and then Khan at the three.
Mhm,
And that lineup worked out really well for them. And I think him at the two is honestly it's how they should play from now on. I don't want to see
mhm,
Khan play shooting guard. I like him play small forward.
mhm.
I just
I'm
think Brandon Miller.
perfectly indifferent. I think either of them, yes, I like it more when Brandon's at the two, but I feel like both of them could make their own like argument for who needs to play what position, and I think it's a good like problem to have
Oh
that
yeah,
they can switch between the two and the three.
right.
I respect you for that. My five is okay. So you're probably higher, or no, never mind. I forgot I had these switched. My number five is Desmond Bain.
Desmond after the year he just had.
Yes.
Dude, he had one of
Because
the
all that means is that he is so poised for a bounce back year. He is, I mean, before this year, he has not like had like that shit of a year. He's so poised for it, and then I mean, if he just completely falls off the face of the earth, shame on me. I
I
can't take accountability for him falling off the face of the earth, but
it's
I will
your
say I
fault
had
if
him
Desmond
ranked.
Bain sucks.
Yeah, but if he sucks this year and I just have him high for no reason, then shame on me.
Yeah, no, I
But
think Desmond Bain has the ability to be top five shooting guard. Not just because
that's exactly why I have him here. He has the ability, and he's so poised for it. Off of he needs this backup or
I,
this bounce back year.
I think he can be at minimum top 10. But I think that just not because he's so amazing, but because the shooting guard position is so thin. Like honestly, when I was
Mhm,
looking at this list, like there's not that many good shooting guards. Sorry, not, when I say good, I mean great. There's not that many great
mhm.
shooting guards. There's a lot of good ones, but a lot of them
Yeah.
play like honestly, a lot of these guys that I'm looking at that I thought were shooting guards were small forwards. It's because they have these small forwards play at the two.
Mhm,
So it's like really these small forwards are who are the better shooting guards in the league.
mhm.
And so, I mean, you take away all the shooting, like all the small forwards actually put on this list, and I mean, Desmond Bain jumps up 3 spots. He jumps up to, I think, by nine. But
Yeah.
I still think right now he needs to he just needs to be
Ease his way
consistent.
back into it. Yeah.
He needs to be consistent throughout the year and like not allowed to have like those super huge slumps like he did from like I think it was November to January where he was just bricking everything and then he did like pop
Yeah.
off at the end of the year and really brought his averages back around. But before that,
Mhm.
it was just a rough go.
Yeah. Very rough. But yeah. Who'd you have? You had yeah, Brandon Miller. Okay, we already talked about him.
Yeah,
All right, Ben, you want my number four?
go for it.
My number four is AR-15, Austin Reeves.
Okay, my four I have Devin Booker.
Yeah. I'm not going to argue because of my rankings. I feel like we're going to have very similar rankings, and if we don't, we have to have similar rankings.
Yeah, we have to. So at my three, I have Reeves.
Okay, and then at my three, I have Devin Booker.
Okay, so we just flip flopped them. Not
Yeah.
like that's not that big of a deal. I think Reeves will have a
Mhm.
great year this year.
Yeah, especially with this new team around him and Luca.
Yeah,
It's going to be I feel like the Lakers will have a sneaky great year.
it's not
And
even
then Devin
sneaky. They're
Booker.
just going to be amazing. Like they're just going to be good this year, and
Yeah,
the
but I
league's
feel
going to know
like
it.
all the signings that they have made, I feel like everybody's just like overlooking them, but they don't see the depth that they've added and the experience that they have now and the pieces that they've been trying to get, they now have,
Right?
especially in Walker Kessler.
Yeah. No, I think they'll be great. I mean, that's why I put him over Devin Booker, even though Booker is obviously the better player. I think
Yes.
Reeves is just like bet he's better at his role right now. I don't think that the Suns can win with Booker leading the way he is right now. And I
Mhm.
think the Lakers can win with Reeves performing in his role as he does.
That makes sense. Like Devin Booker is obviously the better player, but AR-15 is in a position where he's more poised to succeed.
Yeah,
And I completely agree with that. I have nothing to add on that.
yeah. And then
And then you go
two, I
first.
have Donovan Mitchell,
Do I have Donovan Mitchell?
and then one Ant Man. Yeah,
Damn
uh,
right.
I'm glad we agree.
Got it. Yeah.
Anthony Edwards is so good. I want to buy me a pair of Ant shoes just because of how good he is.
Mhm.
But I just love watching
But
him play.
Ant is to me, currently in the NBA, the most fun player to watch.
Dude, yeah, and like you talk about his play style, you can talk about all that. Honestly, it's his personality. Like watching him play,
Mhm.
watching how he reacts to things on the court, and how little of a
Mhm.
filter he has. Imagine that next to Lamelo here in a
Exactly.
couple of months is going to be just pure cinema for the next
Yeah.
7 months.
The PR team's worst nightmare.
I know. It's gonna be great.
And then Spida has been like damn near perfect the last what 5 years.
He's been really good.
Spida,
Perfect is
he's been
pushing it,
great.
but I think he's been really good.
Okay, maybe I'm giving him too much dip for his chip, but
Yeah, but I
Spida is has been very serviceable, very great the last 5 years, and he continues to do it. He shows no sign of regression, which is what you like to see, and that's why I have him at number two, only because he does not look to be falling down anytime soon.
oh yeah, he's gonna be good for at least another 3 seasons. It's just I
Mhm,
don't see him winning, and that's sad. Like I want Mitch to get. I feel like he's gonna go down as one of those players that should have gotten a ring and never did.
mhm.
But I
I
guess
can
we'll
see
see.
that.
But no, that's top 30. I like that was a quick one. Not many major arguments this time around.
Yeah, that was very quick. Honestly, last week it took us like 2 hours just to do the top 30, and then our
Yeah, extra stuff.
short form stuff that's no longer called the short form stuff.
Hey, they don't know that yet. They don't know that yet. I haven't revealed the name. None of that.
Fine.
All right, all right. It is your turn, Leo. Actually, we're about to transition. We got a new transition, and it was gonna play. So
Leverage. Yeah.
I love it. I can't wait. All right, Lee, tell us about who you got. I went first last week. I bet you're just thrilled to talk about this team.
Oh yes, I have the 2015 Miami Heat, which if you have been watching the last few weeks, I have gotten 4 out of the 5 Southeastern Conference teams, and one of them twice. So, and the only team that I haven't gotten is a team that I like. So, the 2015 Heat were 37 and 45, which put them at 10th in the Eastern Conference. This was the end of the LeBron era.
Right.
They were coached under Eric Spoelstra, who is still their head coach, and Pat Riley as a GM, who is still currently their GM.
Those two
This
have been
team,
there for so long.
I know they've been there
How
forever.
how long have those two been there?
I can like vividly see Eric Spoelstra like younger, so he's had to have been there.
Bro's just been there for his entire life. Never
How old
left.
has he been there? Yes. Um,
Came straight out the womb coaching the Heat.
he's gonna die coaching the Heat.
He's gonna be in the court mid game. He's gonna be yelling at Giannis to set screens. You're gonna have a heart attack.
Exactly. But the 2015 Miami Heat were so much better on defense. They virtually sucked on offense.
Mm,
Um, they were sixth in the NBA for defensive point per game. And then on the offensive side of the ball, they were the one of the slowest teams with they were 29th in possessions per game.
no way.
So this team had a lot not great with it. That being especially the injury trouble.
Mm.
That being Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh, this was the year where he was discovered to have a blood clot in his lung after playing 44
Oh
games.
yeah.
And he has recently came out saying that he thought he was going to die. I feel like I remember hearing that um this 2015 Miami Heat, very unfortunate, had 31 different starting lineups throughout the season.
What?
Yeah, this was because of trades and injuries. But
Oh.
the most common starting lineup I would say, I guess, would be point guard Gordon Dragic with 16 points per game, 5 assists. Dwayne Wade, 21 points per game, 3.5 rebounds, 5 assists. Luol Deng, 14 points per game, 5 rebounds per game. Udonis Haslam, 4.2 points per game.
Oh,
And then a very young and bright Hassan Whiteside, who averaged
oh,
12 points, 10 rebounds, and 2.6 blocks per game.
dude. That I remember Hassan Whiteside. He was giving me nightmares in
Hmm.
2K22. Him and Gobert.
Yeah.
Lee, you remember that? Like, I'm sitting
Mhm.
there playing. Who made you?
Who
That's
made you?
the running that
Yeah.
double big lineup. I'm over here freaking out as a 6'1" point guard.
Um, Chris Bosh also again played 44 games this season. He averaged 21 points per game and then 7 rebounds before going down with the injury. Their bench players, nobody too outstanding on their bench. They had Mario Chalmers, Chris Anderson, formerly known as Birdman, and then Michael Beasley, who is in a lot of legal trouble right now
Michael
due
Beasley?
to yeah, for betting on games that
Are you
he played
thinking?
in.
Are you thinking of Malik Beasley, or is it Michael? I might.
Is it Malik? Wait, am I being slow?
You might be. Wait, Michael Beasley.
I Oh wait, I just saw Beasley and I immediately thought to whoever's in the news right now.
Michael Beasley.
Or is Michael
He's.
Beasley the one that's homeless right now?
I think you're thinking of. I think Michael
What am I
Beasley.
thinking of?
Malik Beasley.
Oh, he plays in the Big Three.
Michael Beasley is someone completely different. Malik
I'm
Beasley.
thinking of Delonte West being homeless, and then I'm thinking of Malik Beasley, who's been gambling on his games. Oh
Yeah.
well. All right. Okay. Well, Malik Beasley, who or Michael Beasley, who's now playing in the
Didn't
Big Three.
gamble. Didn't
Yeah,
gamble.
did not gamble. Do not sue us. Um, but this year, before this year, Hassan Whiteside was virtually a nobody, and then he came out this season after Chris Bosh went down. Well, Hassan Whiteside was at the four, and then he got pushed up to the five once Bosh went down.
Mhm.
Hassan Whiteside before this year had nothing really going for them, and then this year he was electric. Whiteside had a on January 25th, 2015, recorded a triple double with 14 points, 13 rebounds, 12 blocks, which had set the franchise record for
Oh,
blocks.
that's insane.
And then Dwayne Wade was also a all-star for this team. Team didn't make the playoffs again, coming off the LeBron era. They had really nothing going for them except for an aging Chris Bosh and an aging Dwayne Wade. The only really bit of hope that they had was Hassan Whiteside, which didn't last virtually, or I keep saying virtually. I've said virtually 15 times. But Hassan Whiteside's tenure didn't last too long as he eventually went to the Utah Jazz. But that's all I really got for the team. But if you want to hear the rest of the league, I guess I'll tell you.
No.
Great. So the champs that year were the Golden State Warriors, who won 4-2 against the Cavs.
Mm.
We had an MVP in Stephen Curry, a Finals MVP in Andre Iguodala, a Defensive Player of the Year in Kawhi Leonard, Rookie of the Year in Andrew Wiggins, Sixth Man of the Year Lou Williams, Most Improved Jimmy Butler, Coach of the Year Mike Budenholzer, and then the All NBA team for this year was Stephen Curry, James Harden, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and you guessed it, Mark Gasol.
I wouldn't have guessed that. Marc Gasol was our first team All NBA in
Yeah,
2015.
his brother on the Chicago Bulls, Pau Gasol, was on the All NBA second team
Mm.
the same year, which I think
Very,
is kind of fun.
that is cool.
That is all I have this week for my Elite Ball Knowledge segment. That was the 2015 Miami Heat.
Okay, real quick. Did you know Marc Gasol retired 2 years ago?
I saw a TikTok about players that was like players that retired more recently than you thought. And yes, that was one of those players on there. And I was like,
I think I saw the exact same video.
what?
I'm like, Marc Gasol
Oh,
feels like he was 15 years ago. Like, that's,
I'm on the Memphis Grizzlies.
he played for the
Uh,
Bulls?
Marc Gasol?
Yeah. Or Pau
He did play
Gasol.
for the Bulls. Pau Gasol played for the
Pau
Bulls.
Gasol. Okay. Is he just on the, he was just on the Grizzlies the whole time he played, right?
He was on the Grizzlies, and then I think he finished. There might have been a team or two in between, but he finished his career with the Lakers in the bubble.
Oh yeah. Okay, gotcha. All right. My segment's gonna be really long because I've switched things up again. So
I don't even remember what your team is, so I'm excited to hear. I think you got a repeat.
I did get a repeat. You want to take a
Yep,
guess at who it is?
the Rockets.
You're wrong.
Oh,
It's the
the Timberwolves.
2010 Timberwolves, the year before the one I did 2 weeks ago. Oh, actually, no. This is 9 years later. I was,
How do you confuse the year before?
yeah, 2001, 2011. They're like the same thing. All right. So, 2010 Timberwolves. They sucked. They had a record of 15 and 67, and their coach was Kurt Rambis. I'm gonna go in depth on Kurt Rambis for a minute. So
Uh,
he played on the Showtime Lakers, winning rings in 82, 85, 87, and 88. He worked as an assistant coach for the Lakers for 3 years, took over as head coach in 1999 before taking a 1 year hiatus. Returned as an assistant coach for this team from 2001 to 2009. He actually interviewed to be the Kings head coach in 2010, but turned down the offer and chose to sign a 4 year, $8 million deal to coach the Timberwolves. He led
oh,
them to 32 total wins across 2 seasons before he got fired in his third year and went back to
ooh,
be an assistant coach in LA. And then he was an assistant coach for New York for the Knicks for 2 seasons, and he was head coach for 28 games after they fired Fisher, before returning to the assistant head coach for 2 more seasons.
ooh.
So that's Kurt Rambis. That's their coach. He was
What a
he.
merry-go-round he had there.
I don't know. He really liked the Lakers. I think now he's a consultant for them.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. So, team info. We're talking about the 2009 draft. Guess who was drafted in 2009? My boy Stephen Curry. Guess who took two point guards over Stephen Curry at 5 and 6?
The Minnesota
The
Timberwolves.
Timberwolves. They took Ricky
Ricky
Rubio at 5,
Rubio.
and he doesn't actually join the team until 2011. He stayed playing in, I think, Spain. And then Johnny Flynn at 6,
Yep.
who was their starting point guard this year. They they took both these guys over Curry. They took Ty Lawson at 18 before trading to Denver. They took Wayne Ellington at 28, who they got from Boston, and Nick
It's
Collette. What?
it four first-round picks.
Yeah, they had four.
Oh wow.
They took Nick Collethus at 45 from Philly via Miami. Via Miami, so they got like a swap from Miami. Well, they got a swap that was Miami's pick that they got traded to from Philly, and then they traded that pick to Dallas.
Hmm.
And then they took Hank Norrell at 47 from another pick from Miami. Their signings this season were Sasha Pavlovich and Raymond Sessions. And in their regular season, they were the worst team in the league by over 10 games. The Kings were the next best team, and they had won 10 more games than them. And pretty much the story of this is they're still struggling after they traded away KG.
Hmm.
So their starting five, they had, like I mentioned, Johnny Flynn, Corey Brewer, Ryan Gomes, Damian Wilkins, and Al Jefferson. Now, talk about our role players here. I have a lot. So I'm going to ramble for a minute. Al Jefferson, guess what year he was drafted and who by?
Was he drafted by the Hornets, or am I thinking of a different Al?
You are thinking of Al Jefferson, but he doesn't play for the Hornets for much later.
Uh, Drafted by the Golden State Warriors
What
in
year?
90. Am I right?
No, you're very wrong.
90. Wait, what years you have you 2011?
2010 Timberwolves.
2010. Then I'm gonna say he was drafted in 2002.
Wrong. He was drafted 15th by the Celtics in 2004. Uh, he
Oh,
he played for the Celtics for 3 years, averaging 10 points, 7 boards, and a block. He had a lot of health issues in his sophomore year, but he managed to get back on track in his third year, averaging over 15 points in that year. But then he was traded in 2007 with a lot of other guys to for KG. So he played in Minnesota for 3 seasons, this being the third, averaging 20 points, 10 boards, and 2 blocks. He then he quickly signed a 5 year, $65 million extension with the Wolves. And then after this,
Dang.
I think he did play for 5 seasons. No, he played for just 3 seasons. He signed this extension, I think, in 2009. And in this year, he was ranked fifth in rebounds, second in offensive rebounds, and was named Western Conference Player of the Week after averaging 33 points, 15 boards across 4 games.
So
So,
money moves.
yeah. And then he got traded to the Jazz in 2010. Played in Utah
Damn,
for
so
an.
they're just cleaning the house there.
Mm-hmm. Minnesota was trying to get
Golly.
rid of everyone. So played in Utah for 3 seasons, averaged 18 points, 9.5 boards, and 1.6 blocks. Played alongside Deron Williams and was heavily favored to make his first All-Star appearance this year, but fell short. Not much else to say about this. And then he signed with the Hornets and the Hornets/Bobcats in 2013.
Uh-huh.
Unfortunately, he started that first year off with an ankle injury, but this was his best year by far. He averaged 22 points, 11 boards, and 1 block, made All NBA third team, and was eighth in MVP voting. So, pretty good,
Wow.
pretty good start. He played here for another 3 seasons, averaged 17.5 points, 19 boards, and 1 block before signing with the Pacers for 3 years, but waived them in that third year. And then he retired. That is Al Jefferson. Now,
Eighth in MVP voting is crazy.
I know he was going insane, but you also got to remember they're going off position, so it's
Mhm.
not, it's weird. That I like how they used to do it, but I think I prefer now.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Second, Ramon Sessions, another one of the guys they signed. He was drafted by Milwaukee with the 56th pick in 2007, and he honestly got tossed around a lot. He played 2 years with the Bucks, received a 4 year, $60 million contract from the Wolves in 2009, traded the next year to the Cavs where he played for 2 years, and then he was traded again to the Lakers at the end of the 2012 season. Uh, in the
Bonnie
offseason,
Blue over here, bro.
mm-hmm. And then in the same offseason, he got traded to the Bobcats where he'd play for 2 seasons. And he would have his best season with the Hornets pretty much, averaging 14 points, 2 boards, and 4 assists, and even received 6 Man of the Year votes.
Hmm.
But then he was traded again in 2014 back to the Bucks.
He's
Uh,
only getting traded too. That's funny. He's not getting like signed or free agents
I,
waived.
yeah,
He's getting traded.
and this was at the start of the 2014 year. So he finished out that year, and then he went and signed with the Kings when his contract expired. And then he was traded to the Wizards in the same season, playing behind John Wall. Returned to the Bobcats for 1 season, then the Knicks in 2017, and then finally retired in 2018.
Jeez.
So he's been around the block.
Around the block.
Bro is the bro.
Teams were having in their way with him. He signed you for 4 years and trade you tomorrow. That's what was
It's
happening.
honestly what happened. So no, he was the 2010s version of Dennis Schroeder.
We'll get to him in a little bit.
Yeah. So our last player, a name you should know, an infamous name, Darko Milicic, nicknamed fun fact, nicknamed the human victory cigar for only playing in blowout wins and losses.
That's what a nickname.
No, he was
I love that.
infamously taken in 2003 over Carmelo, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh with the second pick by the Pistons. Played.
That's why I recognized his name. I was like,
Hmm
I know that name.
hmm So
Gotcha.
he was part of the LeBron draft. He played 3 seasons with the Pistons, where he'd become the youngest person to ever appear in the NBA Finals at 18 years old and 356 days old. He saw very limited playing time under the Pistons, where he'd only average 5.5 minutes under Flip Saunders.
The second Flip Saunders has been passed around too.
Hmm And then halfway through the 2006 season, he was traded to the Magic, where he would see a lot more playing time, jumping up to 22 minutes per game, but improvement, but lacking a lot of improvement to his stats. He only would average 7.6 points and 5 boards. However, he was pretty good defensively, averaged almost 2 blocks when he was with the Magic. Yeah. So
Serviceable.
when his contract is up, he signed with the Grizz in 2007, but he just kept declining. I think when he signed with the Grizz, they actually benched him like after 10 games because he was playing so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he was traded to the Knicks in 2009, only played 8 games for them total. Then traded to the Timberwolves in 2010, which is, lo and behold, the year I'm talking about, where he would see a little bit of an uptick in his performance. Where in his 3 seasons here, he averaged 8 points, 5 boards, and almost 2 blocks, which is the best stretch of his entire career. And then signed one final year with the Celtics in 2013 before retiring to pursue a career in kickboxing.
Interesting.
Yeah, and that is 2010.
Drafted over Carmelo and Dwayne Wade, by the way.
Yeah, drafted over one of the best scorers, one of the youngest rings, one of the youngest players to win a ring. Crazy, but that's the 2010 Timberwolves. That's them and all their role players. I have to, every time you do that, I have to add in a clapping sound effect because it doesn't pick it up.
Because I'm purposely clapping so quietly.
Oh, okay. So it's just silent.
Yeah, so that you have to go through the hassle of adding
Oh,
a sound effect.
appreciate it. All right. Well, we're going to jump into our next segment.
Drum roll, please.
No, fuck your drum roll. You know what? Cut to it right now. New segment, Coast Clips, which is the same segment from before. It just has a name now.
Ra-ta-ta-ta.
And I'm going to start us off with a draft.
Ooh.
So I'm tasked with it this week. And since we're talking about shooting guards, we're going to draft positions point guard through center only using shooting guards.
Ooh. That's interesting. I like that.
So,
Ooh.
Lee, you get the first pick, my friend, because, well, would it be a good host if I took the first pick now, would I?
Yeah. I'm just gonna play it safe and see where we go from here. I'm just gonna go ahead and take Ant and put him at my shooting guard.
All right. I will say this is all time.
All
All
time.
time. All time.
Oh man. All
So
time
you can
shooting
rethink your pick.
guards.
You can rethink your pick.
All time shooting guard.
Yep.
So then I'm going to take Michael Jordan at my two.
Okay. Love that. So obviously, I got to take the second best shooting guard of all time in Kobe Bryant at my two because,
Hmm.
it's Kobe Bryant. And then at my one, I said all time shooting guards. That means anyone that's ever played the shooting guard position. I'm going to take LeBron James at my one.
That was where that was gonna go.
So Kobe and Braun.
Hmm.
Let's see it, Mr. Man.
I'm going to take for my second pick. I'm gonna take James Harden and I'm gonna put him at my three.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. Interesting choice.
Only because I mean, he can assist like a point guard, but he can also get boards. In his prime, very explosive as well.
Oh yeah.
Great shooter. For my point guard, I'm going to take. I'm gonna take Dwayne Wade and put him at my point guard.
Okay, playing a little fastball. I respect
Hmm.
it. I like it. Okay, so you've got Jordan, you've got Dwayne Wade, you've got James Harden. You
Hmm.
know, oh, I gotta think here. I've gotta think. Gotta use my brain. Who are some all-time shooting guards?
Trying to think of tall shooting guards that would play defense.
Hmm. All-time shooting guards. This is a hard one for me. You know, I'm gonna take Klay Thompson at my three.
Hmm.
I think he's gonna space the floor. He's gonna play good bit of defense. He'll be solid.
What's your team right now?
So I got LeBron at the point. I got Kobe at the two. I got Klay at the three. I've got spacing. I've got scoring. I've got passing. I've got defense. I've got everything I need so far. I just need someone that can get boards, which is what Brown already does. But we need someone, who can rebound the ball like no one else. I don't know who that someone else is, but I'm taking suggestions. Um, let me think.
But I want to take them.
Let me think. Was Jerry West a shooting guard?
Yeah.
Okay. If Jerry West is a shooting guard, actually, I'll
Fuck
look it
it,
up.
take him.
I'm gonna take Jerry West at my point and move LeBron to my center.
Okay. Okay. So, was that your team completed, or do you still have one more pick
I
after
still
me?
have a power forward.
Yes, and I'm left with my power forward and my center. I'm going to take at my power forward. I'm going to take a guy that or me talked about for a good bit during my Elite Ball Knowledge segment the other week. I'm going to take Pistol Pete Maravich. I'm going to put him at my four.
Okay, I like that pick. That's nice.
Then just the tallest shooting guard I can think of right now, off the top of my head, who I feel like could play decent defense at five, would have to be Tracy McGrady at 6'7", 6'8", 6'9". I'm gonna take Tracy McGrady and I'm gonna put him at my five.
Okay, that's smart. It's a good decision. I think I like my more for gits and shigs. I'm gonna take Ant Man at my power forward because he's gonna do exactly what prime Blake Griffin was doing, just a little bit
Mhm,
shorter. We can have LeBron grab all the boards, pass the ball all he needs to.
mhm.
So I don't know. We'll see. I think my team's better.
Burke, my team's better.
Nah, Kobe's like LeBron.
Yep,
Kobe's
I
like
did an
Jordan.
analysis. My team's better.
Doubt. Anyway, we'll find out. We'll
So,
find out. Leave a comment.
doubt pout. A bit, a bit, a bit.
I'll put my doubt in your pout. Maybe.
All right. Well, for my post clip, my first one, I originally had it down as a gauntlet.
Hmm.
But I'm just going to we're comparing two journeymen within the last decade or so. One of
Okay.
them being the one who was traded this week in Dennis Schroeder, who has
Mm.
now played for 12 teams. And then we have another guy in Trevor Ariza who has also played for 12 teams. What I have done is I have made two different teams with their best teammates, and we are going to play out a 7-game series, pretty much.
Okay.
So, Dennis Schroeder's all-time teammate team looks like Stephen Curry, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. There's a couple where they mix. I'm gonna keep like whoever played with them first on. their team. So I'm gonna put Dennis Schroeder's team: point guard Stephen Curry, shooting guard Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, power forward or small forward Paul George, power forward Anthony Davis, and then wait, no, scratch that. But at the point guard we have Stephen Curry. At the shooting guard we have Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. At the small forward we have Paul George, power forward Jason Tatum, center Anthony Davis. So that is Team Dennis Schroeder. Okay?
Hmm.
Remember those five names. Team Trevor Ariza is Chris Paul, James Harden, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, and Dwight Howard. It's our job to play out a 7-game series of these two teams in their prime. Also, for Dennis Schroeder's team, he's also played with Russell Westbrook. Would you like to replace Shea or him, put Russ at the shooting guard instead of Shea?
Yes.
So you have Steph, Russ, Paul George, Jason Tatum, AD versus Chris Paul, James Harden, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Dwight Howard. Now we just got to hear a 7-game series.
Dude, I think that
That
they just get swept.
get swept.
I think Dennis Schroeder just gets swept. Like Curry
I think
is. I think, dude, it's James Harden, LeBron James, Dwight Howard, Chris Paul. Who is their power forward? Doesn't fucking matter because he has the best player of one of the best players of all time, has one of the best offensive players of all time, one of the best passers of all time, arguably the best defender of all time.
Anthony Davis is a great defender.
Anthony Davis is a great defender. Dwight Howard is
They
one
also
of
have
the
the greatest
best.
shooter of all time. They also have the greatest shooter of all time and one of the greatest fucking slashers of all time. Most explosive player of all time. Mr. Triple Double himself.
They do have Mr. Triple Double himself. That's not gonna fucking matter up against prime Harden step backs, LeBron lobs. Can you imagine the lob CP's throwing to LeBron?
Yeah, but AD is gonna have his nuts all in Braun's mouth. AD Braun's not dunking on AD.
Yes, he is. Taking prime LeBron over prime AD? Are you nuts? Prime LeBron is shoving his foot in his mouth because he's gonna jump that high. It's gonna be straight legged too. He's gonna cock that back twice and then
Speaking of
kick
cock,
him in the
AD is
teeth.
gonna get to learn a lot of that.
I love Steph. I love Westbrook. Two of my favorite players of all time. I love both of them more than that entire team. Trevor Ariza sweeps. Maybe they get
You know
one.
what? You know what? As long as they can have a pity 1 win,
They might have a
that's all that
gentleman's
matters.
sweep. They might have a gentleman's sweep, and that's if LeBron's feeling a little bit tired. He's just not feeling it that day. And James Harden is like deciding he doesn't want to play defense anymore, which is usually the case. But he's just like extra not feeling it that day.
Mhm. Well, that played out a lot different than my head.
Dude, you I don't even
Oh
remember
man,
who was their fifth guy. I don't even remember.
I don't know. For which team?
For Ariza.
CP3, Harden, Kobe, Braun, Dwight. Ben, in my head, I promise you, in my head, this played out a lot differently.
Listen, Curry is good. He's not beating Kobe and Chris Paul and James Harden and LeBron and Dwight Howard. It's gonna be him and Westbrook, and then who was their center? AD. AD
Yeah,
is gonna get fucking curb stomped by Dwight Howard. He's not gonna.
yeah,
He's gonna be called the drown, because his brow's gonna be gone. He's gonna be underwater. He's gonna be soaking in nut sweat.
yeah,
And Jason Tatum. I mean, if it's rookie Jason Tatum, he'll get a singular dunk off on LeBron.
yeah. I don't think I think Prime Braun dunks on Prime 80 100 times out of 100. I was just trying to save this segment. It sounded a lot better in my
No, this is a great this is a great idea. You just put Steph Curry and Russell Westbrook on an island against five of the best players of all time.
Yeah, fair enough.
He's
I'm
going
gonna
back.
come back next week with a more even team, and we're gonna have something to talk about.
Okay, all right, I love it.
But to save me, let me go ahead and do my next clip, my next coast
Yeah,
clip.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Rebound it,
This is
rebound
my
it.
second and last one. Very similar to darts.
Okay,
This is just called "Don't Bust." Right?
that's gonna be really hard.
Get the fuck out. But very similar to the darts. Darts, I only gave you three opportunities to get to 101 or
Mm-hmm.
100 or whatever it
It
was,
was the
and
100.
if you didn't, you failed.
Mm-hmm.
So this is don't bust. You have to. It's very similar to darts. You have to get to 100 in all-time points per game. The only rule is you can't go over 100. If you do, I got another punishment lined up for you.
How close do I have to get
So
this time?
hypothetically, it's all time. What?
How close do I have to get this time?
You have to finish on 100, but you get as many chances as you want.
Oh, I have to.
So you can't go over 100. It's all-time leaders in points per game. All-time leaders in points per game. And so, like, let's say you say Braun, that would be
That's
100 minus
him.
1. You got 99 left.
Oh, it's my.
But let's
Oh, I
say,
see.
but if you say the number 101 guy, you
It's
lose. You
over
busted. Yeah.
everywhere.
So, yep. So here, let me pull up the top 100 points per game. Or
Did
wait,
you get
not
how they
points per
spell
game.
game?
The top 100 points, like points,
Like
point
career
total.
points.
Yeah. Is it gonna give me 100? All right, it gave me 100. All right, Ben. I'm going to need you. So I have 100 players. What I'm going to do is if when you say a name, I'm going to control F it.
Mm,
If they are above 100, you punishment. If not, I'm going to do some math for you.
okay.
All right. So got to get to 100. Give me who's your first player?
Okay, gotta think. Players that are in that 50 range. I'm gonna go John Havlicek.
John. Okay, John Havlicek is number 22.
Oh, he's really high up there. I thought he was a lot lower.
He played for a long time in like 60s, 70s, 80s
Yeah.
area. So now you have 78. You cannot go, this next player cannot be above 78 on the all-time list.
I'm gonna take a gamble here. Damian Lillard.
You're a lucky bastard, Damian Lillard, number 37. 78 minus 37, you have 41.
Give me Steph.
Okay, safe pick there. Stephen Curry would be number 19. You are now at 22.
Give me. Is that 19 you said?
You got 22 left.
Right.
Yes, Steph was at 19.
Give me DeMar DeRozan.
Arda Rosen, number 16. You have six left.
Oh shit. Okay.
You can
Karl
either guess the
Malone.
number 6 guy or you okay, play it safe. Karl Malone is number 3.
Fuck! Oh wait, I win. Kareem at 2, and then LeBron. I don't have a punishment. I'm
You do not,
staying.
in fact, have a punishment
Let's go. What was my punishment?
until Ben's in the dorm room. Oh, your punishment was it was the Macarena. It was the Macarena this week.
Oh, okay, that's not as bad as the chicken dance.
Yeah,
I just have to dance on camera. That's my punishment. Ugh.
yeah. You
Okay.
have how many more coast clips do you got left? You this
I
is your last one.
have one more. And this one's a fun one for me and you, actually. This will be a fun one for both of us. So let me pull off the window capture. Let me. All right. Might need. There we go. There we go. All right. So I'm gonna, real quick, share my screen. It's gonna be this. Full
It's a
screen here.
wheel.
It's a wheel. It is a wheel. So I need to
Down the
move.
wheel.
Hold on. Gotta adjust my cameras so it all fits. Have to do some editing magic later, but do you see the wheel? Okay, in this wheel, we're doing another draft because I was feeling rambunctious this week. So, we're doing it a little bit differently. We're drafting point guard through center and then sixth man. But what we're doing here is I'm spinning 3 wheels. Our first player is the player we're talking about. Our second player is the player's skill you're getting. And the third one is the skill itself. So,
Okay.
for a little demonstration, I'll spin all the wheels. It would be Darius Garland with Rudy Gobert's speed.
So whose player is this?
This is no one's player. Now, here's a fun little twist. We're playing a little keeper sabotage. You can either choose to keep this player or sabotage the other person.
So like I give you him.
You would give me Darius Garland with Rudy Gobert's speed.
I'm gonna give you Darius Garland with
Eh,
Rudy Gobert speed.
I'm like, but that was the practice one. All right, calm yourself,
That
Josh.
was the practice one.
Yes, that was practice one. So we will spin it again, Lee. We're just gonna go back and forth on this one. You get to start us off. We have oh, Kyle Kuzma with Payson Wallace body.
Okay, wait. So his build, pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah. Weight, height, frame. So just
Let's see.
everything Kyle Kuzma does, but the size of Payson Wallace.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give you him
Ah,
because you have a 6'3" Kyle Kuzma.
wonderful. Probably makes him better, honestly. Less noticeable on the court.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll put him at my six man for now. We'll see. It could get much worse. Okay, Miles Turner with Jackson Hayes' body. Honestly, that shooting, Jackson Hayes is kind of athletic. He's big.
Mhm.
That would like cover up the rest of. I mean, he doesn't wouldn't be much better of a finisher, but he'd at least have the body for it.
Mhm.
Nah, it's a shame that you're getting him at your center, probably.
All right, we're putting him at center for now.
All right, next one, Lee. What are we looking at?
Keeping.
Oh, that's just
Ding.
God. That's just the best point guard to ever touch a basketball. All right. I got to get something good to make up for that. Oh, wait.
The John give you to John Saloon.
His defense is the only thing that makes. Oh, wait. You can have him.
So now I have 2 centers.
You have 2 centers. Yeah. You have
And
you have a worse Rudy Gobert. You have Rudy Gobert
All
in
right,
two
we're gonna put
years.
him at my starting, and then whoever else I had it before, put him
Miles
at.
Turner with Jackson Hayes' spot.
Yeah, we're gonna put him on the six man.
Did Shane Salon with Jamal Murray's body.
Hear me out. You can have him.
Fuck. Okay. All right. So what a start for me. So you just have one of the best players to ever touch a basketball, and I have Tidjane Salon. Wait. Okay, this is kind of a dog.
That is
That's kind of interesting. I like that. I'll take him. I'll take Scoot.
okay.
I'll take Scoot with Bankero's defense.
All right, bless me here.
All right, we're both got three players, right?
Mhm.
No, don't give me him, please.
Ha. You.
Oh, put him at my power forward. I have Kyle Kuzma on my team twice. Curry, if he could
You're
actually
giving them to
dunk.
me, right?
Curry, if he could actually dunk. Put him at my three, baby. I still got a two, I think.
I'm not even quite sure what position I have left. I'm just keeping it cutting.
Jordan Poole with a Sir Thompson finishing.
If it was a Sir Thompson defense, then I'm just gonna give him to you.
All right, let's see. I don't think I have a point guard. I have a shooting guard, I think. I honestly have already forgotten. I should have been writing these down. It's fine. I'll watch it back in the replay. I think we each have one more spot left
Okay.
after this. I will
I think I
put
have two.
you have two. I have one after this, so I will put him at my point guard for now. And I think I have a shooting. No, I have a center left. Okay, give me something good.
There's your last player right there, Ben.
Nope, it's all yours, buddy. Take Jamal Murray with Rudy Gobert's speed.
Wait, was it not my turn to give you one?
It was my team.
Oh
You
my
had
God.
Jordan Poole with Sirs Thompson's finishing. And you gave him to me. You just got Jamal Murray with Rudy Gobert's speed.
Oh,
Bro's not getting past Jin McDaniels ever.
shut the fuck up.
Jimmy Butler with Case and Wallace bounce.
All right, that's your last player. So now, no
That's
matter what, I get this last guy.
okay. I'll have to watch this back in post and see what was going on.
It's a Trae Young, please.
Harrison Barnes with finesse this
Ben, I'm gonna give you that one too.
My team's full, buddy. You're on your own with that one. Put him at your six man. Put him at your small forward.
Guess he has to be. All
Oh,
right.
love it. All right, and that was it. We're done. We're
Yeah.
finished. I've got nothing else left. I'm completely tapped out. I need a nap. I've had a long day of moving. Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
But
All right.
that was episode week 5, 6, week
Week
5,
5.
week 5 of Coast to Coast podcast. Lee, where can they find you?
You can find me at Lee.Walker52 on Instagram. Don't forget to follow the show on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. And Ben, how about yourself? Where they'll find you?
You can find me at B_goes_Burr with way too many R's. Not the one with 5 R's, the one with way more than that.
Yeah.
And yeah, like you said, if you enjoyed the video, leave a comment who your favorite
Shooting guard.
favorite shooting guard. Yeah, I was trying to come up with something a little more clever, but you know.
No. If you're still watching, who's your favorite Pokemon?
Ooh, that's a good one. Honestly, Cinderace. Cinderace is pretty cool.
Ooh, better question. If you're still watching, what Pokemon would make the best NBA player of all time?
Oh, that's a great quit.
Hmm.
All right, but
Gosh.
yeah, we're done. Peace out, everyone. Have a great one.
All right, we'll catch y'all next week. Peace.